Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Joe. This is my Python room. And tonight, I just want to talk to y'all about something that I experienced. So, earlier on this evening, I had to run down to my local pet store, Petco, and grab a few things for my little boys and girls here. And while I was down there, of course, I had to go into the reptile section and just see what they had, just for the hell of it, shits and gigs. And I saw one ball python, which you could tell it was a baby. But aside from that one, I saw a bunch of leopard geckos. And they had like two different tiers. They had like a section in the bottom with like two tanks full of leopard geckos. Like it looked like there was like maybe 6 or 7 in one, two in the other. But then this one specific tank that they had right above that one had two in it also. And one of them, honestly, it broke my heart. It really did, to the point that I went up to the clerk as I was paying for my items and just asking what they do with these animals after so long of the animal not being sold. You know, because honestly, like I wanted to buy it and I wanted to bring it home. I felt bad for it. Now, I'm no expert when it comes to reptiles. I don't think I am, just because I have 3 ball pythons. I don't by any means think that I'm an expert when it comes to snakes, especially reptiles in general. But I have done my share of research. And throughout doing my research, you know, I've seen a few things on leopard geckos. For one, how you can tell if they're healthy is by the base of their tail, similar to alligators and crocodiles. Um, their tail is going to be fat, and that's how you can tell if it's healthy. And well, all these leopard geckos, they were all healthy. You could tell. They were like full size. They were pretty plump. But this one, oh, my heart just broke for it. It was way beyond you know its weight. It wasn't even close to its weight. It was very skinny. The tail was like shriveled up, almost like a pencil, like as thin as a pencil. Now, if you know anything about reptiles, if you've seen your share of leopard geckos, here, hold on, actually. So this is a leopard gecko, okay, and they actually can, as a defense mechanism, they can drop their tail. See, right there, they can drop their tail. But that's not what I'm looking for. Here you go. So, see right there, see the size of that tail? See how big and fat it is? See how fat it is? Well, that's how it's supposed to look. And it didn't look anything like it. It didn't. And I wanted so bad to bring it home. It was only $37. But me and my luck, because I do have a spare tank, I could have brought it home, set it up. Maybe I could have given him a good life. But at the same time, maybe I would have brought him home and he would die. I don't know. But I just couldn't take that chance. Which brings me to my topic. Something that I really haven't seen many people touch. You know, pet stores selling reptiles. I've seen it everywhere where people post they purchased this animal from this pet store, that animal from that pet store, and the pet store didn't even have the correct information on that one animal. For example, my Nina girl, okay? I purchased her from my local PetSmart, right? They weren't able to tell me the hatch date. and they didn't even give me the right information as to the size rodents she was feeding on. Okay, they told me to feed her pinkies, which I was. But then when I went to an actual reptile shop and purchased items, they asked what kind of pet I had. I told them. They asked what I was feeding it. I told them. They said, no, no, no. You gotta give her a smell of that mice. Okay. I feel like, just me personally, with all this crap that's going on with the whole Lacey Act and, you know, USR sticking up for keepers like yourself, like me, to be able to keep these animals and to be able to transport these animals across state lines to bring them to a vet if need be. I feel like the only ones that should be banned from being able to keep reptiles, sell reptiles, is pet shops. Because I swear, it's like no matter what pet store you go to, they don't have the proper information. The hatch date, the feeding schedule, the shedding schedule. If it's a male or a female, they just it's like they're taking animals in from a friend who breeds them, and they're tossing them in a small box on a shelf. In fact, when I got when I got Nina, the size vivarium she was in, the size tank she was in, was probably meant for a frog. Okay, let's just say that. All right, that's for one. It was about the size meant for a frog. Not only that, but she was in this tank with another ball python. All right, and they had a hide, how all kinds of green, like it was crammed. It was crammed. Both of them are trying to get out of the tank. One's going up one wall, the other one's going up the other wall. You could tell that these animals are just not happy. You could tell, and I really wish somebody would do something about this, start a petition or something. Make it happen that pet stores should not be allowed to sell reptiles. Go ahead, continue selling your fish and your birds and your cats and your dogs and all the animal, you know, toys and food and whatnot. But when it comes to reptiles, that's like, if you don't know how to care for the animal, how are you supposed to keep it alive, you know, until somebody purchases it and brings it home? You go and purchase a reptile, snake, a lizard, of some sort, bearded dragon, leopard gecko, iguana, gecko, whatever, from a pet store. You bring it home. It could have mites. It could have a respiratory infection. It might just die on you the next day, and it's all because of the way that it's being kept in these pet stores. Now, I'm not saying I think that reptile shops shouldn't be able to. Pet stores like PetSmart and Petco, those big corporate, companies, that the pet stores that you see everywhere. Okay. Now, me personally, I was, picking up my items from this place, not too far from where I live. It's in Stoneham, Massachusetts. It's called Jabberwocks, and they're all about reptiles, and that's where I was going to get, my bedding and my food, for my feeder mice, I should say. Sorry, not my food. And just odd and end things like the hides, the tank inserts and whatnot, and you know, since well, as of just recently, I've just had to resort to ordering off of Amazon and just tolerating my local pet store. Which, don't get me wrong, is fine. Their stuff is fine, but don't get me wrong. At the same time, their items are a bit overpriced. Definitely, you know. So if you have access to an actual reptile shop, I'd recommend going there first. Definitely. And so tonight, just while I was down at my local pet store, I picked, I said, one being this here driftwood thingy. I put that in, that's Charlie's tank. This is Charlie's tank here. I also picked up this half log for Nina. That's Nina. She was my first ball python I ever brought home. That's her tank. And this over here, I got that driftwood for him. And there he is up there. I don't know if you can see him, but there he is. There he is. And also while I was down there, I grabbed another bag of bedding, just because having 3 snakes in 40-gallon tanks, even though I spot clean here and there, I still go through a lot of bedding. You know, I go through bedding more than you could imagine. I'm buying a bag of bedding, at least one bag every other week, you know. And I know some people will say, oh, that's too much. Hey, that's cool. You know, I like to keep my tanks clean. I like to keep them nice and clean. You know, I like to keep my animals healthy. You know, a lot of people will say, oh, you don't have to clean it that much, just spot clean, you know, and do a thorough cleaning like once a month. No, I do like a thorough cleaning like once a week. But it's all about the animals. You know, these animals, they have no expression. They have no way to express when they're in pain, when they're sick, when they're sad, whatever. They have no expression. Not like a cat or a dog or, you know, any other animal like that. And that's why these animals touch my heart the way that they do. Even though somebody, not saying any names, wants to eat me. Yeah, he does. He gets a little attitude on him when I try to take him out of his tank. But I love the guy. So yeah, I'm just going to stop it here because I'm blabbering on and on and on. And honestly, I got work tomorrow. I can't stay up late. I hope everyone has had a great week so far. I hope your weekend is going awesome. Hope you're staying warm. Hope you're staying safe. Hope you're caring for your animals the right way. I really hope to God you're caring for your animals right. I saw a post on Facebook earlier this afternoon, and somebody actually put a picture of, I don't know if it was the water bowl or the food bowl, but it was full of maggots, and it was just disgusting. Like, are you kidding me? You're posting pictures on Facebook of, you know, your animal's tank full of maggots? Like, it's people like that like really shouldn't be allowed to own animals, period and end. But what are you gonna do? Anyways, listen guys, thanks for checking this video out. Thanks for following me. You know, I do appreciate it. If you could, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. You know, leave me a comment, say what's up, say hi. You know, all that negative stuff though, keep it away. If you don't like my videos, if you don't like anything I'm saying or doing, you don't have to watch. Just go skip, go find something else. Go, I don't care. All right? I'm doing this because I want to help others out there who are into reptiles, you know, so they can learn something that they might not have known. And also vice versa. Maybe I can learn something from you. So, leave me a comment. Anyways, guys, have a good night. I'll see you in the next one.